Looking forward to watching this kid play. From their own 18-yard line, second down. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
From their own 19-yard line, third down. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. He's tackled around the 26-yard line. Wonderful play call to convert on third down.
I'll tell you what, he really wanted that first down. Good determination to get it.
Focus, defense, focus.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Play call to convert. Caught over the middle, and he tackles him hard at the 30. 4 yards gain.
You know, little passes like this force the defense to start to come up. Then you can see an offense take their chances downfield later to take advantage of the defense starting to cheat up.
From their own 30-yard line, second down. Makes the catch, and look out. And they make the stop around the 39-yard line. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice gain.
Man left, man left.
First and 10. Ball on their own 39.
Mike 55. Down. Blue 42. Blue 42.
Brought down to the 39-yard line.
No gain. That makes it second and 10.
Nice run up the middle. Green gains around 6 yards on the run.
That'll bring up third and 4.
So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4. And they've got all their DBs in there to match up against the 5-wide set. And he's tackled at the 49.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. First down.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
Four down. Mike 55. Set. Blue 19. Blue 19.
And he's taken down at the 42-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. That brings up second and 1.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Four down.
Mike 55. Right there.
Check.
55. Shift.
Set.
And down he goes at the 28.
He is such a reliable target. You throw it anywhere near him, and this guy's going to get his hands on it and make a catch.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
Blue
Good outside run there. A little laundry on the field. We'll find out whose it is.
Holding offense.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
It's first down and a lot. He's scrambling. Here they come. He gets hit out of bounds around the 38-yard line. And he ran out of room on that one.
Yeah, good job by the defense and using the sideline as another defender.
Minnesota is going to take their first time out of the half. Second and long. Ball on the 38-yard line. Takes it to the middle for a nice run.
That brings us to 3rd and 14.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 18. The defense has got some of their best pass defenders on the field. They set up in the dime to counter that 5 wide receiver set. He's taken down at the 14.
That's a gain of 18 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
This is the 14th play of this drive. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And this is the 15th play of the current drive.
4 down. Mike 55, Mike 55. Check.
They'll bring him down at the 6.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
This is the 16th play of this drive. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
First down, and they are very close to tying this thing up.
Check. Down. Oklahoma.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And so they punch it in on the ground, Kirk Herbstreit.
Great job up front by the offensive line. They get a good, strong push that allowed the runner to get it in there for the touchdown.
Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A long 17-play, 84-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points.
An amazing drive for this offense. Outstanding execution. If you're the defense, you've got to do something to try to change things up to get this quarterback out of sync.
Dixon gets set to kick. Tackle outside after a nice pickup. Lets it fly. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, big blocking by the Ohio State Buckeyes offensive line, similar to how they scored the first time. So, again, that offensive line busting huge holes for the quarterback to keep one and take it in the end zone.
Nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Excellent kick. Looks like they're ready for the kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Boy, this is turning into a shootout here. Now, remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time?
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Dog 4, green 9.
He makes it to the 28-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry.
And that was the sophomore linebacker there who was able to get in and make that tackle.
Yeah, this is something Minnesota's going to want to be able to continue to do all game, is keep that run game going. They're going to want, just like that first drive, long methodical drives if they want any chance of trying to upset these Ohio State Buckeyes.
From their own 28-yard line. Second down.
Blue 14! Blue 14!
Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not a lot of plays in the playbook right here for 3rd and 8. You don't like to have these kind of situations, but the coach is going to have to try to think of something creative here to make sure that he keeps this drive alive.
It's 3rd down, 8 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. Really a tough spot for an offense to be in against this crowd in this stadium. He scrambled. He's hit and taken down.
I like the call here. Looking for the big fella here on third down. They have a lot of faith in him as a receiver. Right there, he showed you why.
Yeah, they definitely need that guy on the field.
Ball on the 40.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Set. Sam, 10-19.
He gets out to about the 42-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Yes, anything positive for Minnesota is going to be good. They want to probably start getting a little bit more than 2 yards of play. But so far, Coach BlitzedKrieg, I think, has done a great job here preparing for this Ohio State team and keeping his boys in the game.
42-yard line. It's 2nd down. Golden Gophers had one of their key players go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to get back in the lineup. Over the middle to his tailback. Tackle at the 48-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good play by the running back. He was able to stay on his feet. Looked like he was going to probably get brought down short, but then he kind of bounces off a defender, and he gets that 10-yard gain to push them over the 50-yard line marker.
From the 48-yard line. 1st down. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. Great job by the running back, and that's a gain of 9.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this Minnesota offensive line is doing a really good job so far of giving the running back some good holes, as he's almost at 5 yards of carry, and that's definitely something Coach BlitzedKrieg is want to keep riding through the rest of this game, especially if the line's going to continue to block like that, because the running back had a huge gaping hole right there, and if he had 1 or 2 more blocks, I mean, that almost could have been 6.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
Mike 55. Right there, look, 55.
Set. Blue 14. Blue 14.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Nice play, baby.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. 1st down.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Four down. Mike 55. Mike 55. Eat. Oklahoma.
Gains his way to the 20-yard line.
Gain of 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
The clock with their 2 timeouts remaining. They have a lot of options here to call almost any play that they choose. They break the huddle with 2:40 on the clock. As it continues to tick down, they're in an eye tight facing off against a 4-3. Under center is James, and the handoff to Green. He finds the hole off to the left side and picks up solid yardage, 6 to be in fact. And that makes it 2nd and 4 from inside the 15.
Yeah, Coach BlitzedKrieg is doing a wonderful job with his offense, being very methodical, using up a lot of clock, slow, steady drives down the field, I would say this Minnesota team is looking a lot different this week than they have their first 3 games of the season.
Yeah, perhaps Coach BlitzedKrieg starting to get a better handle on his new team, his new roster, his new players. And, again, smartly taking that clock down here. The ball at the 15, facing 2nd and 4. To give to Green up the gut doesn't quite get a whole lot. As the message has been received.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down.
3rd and 4, shotgun split big against the 4-man front. Back to pass is James, and anything the ankle wrap, and he's just shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 situation with just over a minute left. It'll be very interesting to see what Minnesota does here on 4th down. Multiple options in front of them, all with high risk.
Yeah, this is a questionable, or this is a time where you wonder what the coach is going to do because of our limited 4th down attempts. So we'll see what happens.
It's an eye offset, or sorry, an eye slot formation, and it's a perfect result as Derek Berg able to get the 1st down, and with 37 seconds left, the timing is great for Minnesota. They need little time on the clock when they score. They are on pace to do both of those things, both score and allow very little time. Now, they call a timeout here with 33 seconds left, which is interesting. They may have wanted to take a few seconds left, but perhaps they didn't quite know exactly which play they wanted to call, given the yardage on that particular play. Better to take the timeout now and make sure you get the right call in here on 2nd and goal from the 6 than to rush to the line of scrimmage and make a mistake. Spread set, 5 wide receivers against the 3-2 defense, and over the middle and tipped away. The first incompletion for Nick James. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. 29 seconds on the clock from the 6.
That's the first pass so far this game, I think, that the quarterback has thrown that he shouldn't have thrown. He got lucky there.
Yep, and now on 3rd and goal from the 6, a big play for Minnesota. Out of the backfield to the halfback, Pearson, and Pearson gets another yard short play. It's a great result in the context of the clock. It'll be very interesting to see what Minnesota does here from the 1-yard line. Obviously, the idea that Ohio State would have to march 99 yards really moot with less than 20 seconds left in the half.
So it's 4th down, and
it's more so about getting those points on the board. They're going to come out and try to get it on the ground, it looks like. The fullback dive, he's stopped just shy at the 1-inch line. We'll see if Minnesota can get a safety here. That would at least get them some solace. If they can come out in a run-heavy defense and stuff the line of scrimmage, they might be able to get 2 points here, which would be almost like kicking the field goal up to 1 point short. They're out on the goal line set. We'll see what they do. J.J. Hackett picks up 8. That's going to end the first half. Minnesota comes up 1 yard shy. And we go into the break at 14-7 Ohio State. It's a 1-score game. Minnesota not in a bad situation, but they would have loved to have gotten points there right before the half.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half.
Now the second half gets underway, and it is going to be received by Minnesota.
And he's tackled at the 20-yard line.
The 24-yard return by Adam O'Neal is going to set the offense up with the football, trailing by a touchdown from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I want to go back to that play before half. The Ohio State defense just pushed that guard back in there to blow that play up, man.
Yeah, it was the same play that they had run on the 4th down previous. Fullback dive. and perhaps Ohio State looking for it a little bit more after having seen it just recently.
1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Now it's a 3-3-5 defense for the Buckeyes, and in the I slot are the Gophers. 1st and 10, Minnesota ball. Hitting Berg out of the backfield, the fullback, and he fumbles on the play. Scooped up by Ohio State, and they're going to take this one into the end zone. A very, very tragic series of events. Freshman free safety, Lance Parker, from Toledo, Ohio, scooping the ball off the turf. And we are going to take a look here at the play, and it looks like Coach is not going to wait for it to automatically go to the booth. He's going to automatically throw the challenge flag, and they're going to challenge the ball with a big play. And we'll see what happens here on the replay.
Yeah, I don't know. They were so close. The action was so fast, I couldn't tell if he's down. The replay's even.
It looks like he may have still been up barely. My thinking is he's still on his feet when the ball comes out.
Yeah, that last look there definitely looks as though he was still up.
So the call on the field stands.
Minnesota loses a timeout and gives up 6 points. The worst of both worlds. It's 20-7 Ohio State, but Minnesota will get the ball back
And he adds the extra point.
with an opportunity to pull back within one score.
Yeah, that was just really unfortunate for this Minnesota offense to just have that turnover there.
They line up to kick this one away.
Indeed. The kickoff goes halfway to the end zone, and White brings it out to the left sideline. He goes out past the 30 to about the 33-yard line before he pushed out. It's going to be pretty decent field position here for Minnesota as they attempt to rebound from what was a drive that came up a yard short and then a fumble. 2 straight series of events that go against Minnesota. The last thing they needed against a monster opponent is Ohio State. They come out in the shotgun split big, and it's the quarterback keeper by James. He is off and running. He's got room on the left and kicks up good yardage, 30 yards to be exact. And that is going to be a boost, a shot in the arm for the Minnesota offense. They're already in Ohio State territory.
Yeah, that was a great answer to come back right after that disappointing turnover, and you come out there and do that. That's good for this Minnesota offense.
Out of 11 personnel, a handoff to Green gets 3 yards off to the left side. Going to be 2nd and 7. And it looks like Minnesota's going to need to take a brief rest, get their quarterback back after that big 30-yard run. He's still a little bit winded, but no longer fighting the clock. Minnesota has that luxury right now. Still early in the second half. It's more important to score on this drive than it is to score quickly. Looks like, in fact, they're going to bring in the backup quarterback. Personnel package that I see, and they come out in shotgun wide trips to do so. 2nd and 7 here. Backup quarterback White in the game, looking and throwing the short route to Mills, safer of the 2 routes. Probably a smart play given that the freshman quarterback is in the game from State of Virginia, picking up the first down, taking the ball down to the 21 yards.
Yeah, Minnesota doesn't have to score quickly. I mean, there's still plenty of game left here, so there's no need to get in a hurry-up or panic mode just quite yet.
They hike the ball at 21 seconds on the play clock that time. Clay Green picks up 5. We'll see what that does to the fatigue factor. Yet we've got 3 yellow offensive linemen. One just switched back to slightly tired. They're at the 17-yard line, and it's 2nd and 5. They have an opportunity to take a breather here. It looks like that's what they're doing. And they bring the ball over the left side of the play clock. Coming out in an I strong formation and throwing to the fullback Berg, and Berg picks up 8 yards, holds on to the football this time after the catch, and sets up the Golden Gophers with 1st and goal from the 9. And still fighting fatigue, as they're going to be doing all season towards the end of these long drives. Once they get to 12, 13, 14 plays, they're going to have tired players. That is the nature of their roster.
Yeah, it's so vital for a team to make sure that they're keeping the players rested. You know, these long drives can really wear down a team.
We'll see how the backup can do after that injury.
And White comes in, gives to Green. Clay Green picks up 7 yards to add to his tally. That takes him to the 100-yard mark. We're not even halfway through the third quarter, and the Minnesota halfback has 100 yards rushing. Minnesota has 15 first downs to Ohio State's 3, yet Ohio State has 3 touchdowns. Big chunks for the Buckeyes. Methodical clawing by Minnesota.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be vital for them. They're going to have to be able to do this to have a chance to upset Ohio State. It's going to have to be methodical.
The quarterback out still with a brief injury. He should be back shortly. And White steps in, the freshman, is off target, understandably so. He was able to complete his first pass, which was very nice and clean. But now Preston to full-time service throws his first incompletion, and from the 2-yard line, given the off-target nature of that pass, I'd expect a running play here from Minnesota. 3rd and goal. No, they're going to come out in a passing set. It is the shotgun split big. We'll see what happens with White's accuracy. Big look here, big play. He drops back, goes for the angle route, and it is extremely off-target. It's going to bring up 4th and goal. Will White unable to go past his first completion. And it looked like briefly Minnesota contemplated going for it, but they're going to take the points. They're going to put 3 of them up on the board and stay in this game momentum-wise. As the result of that drive netted 3 points, pulls them to within 11. With the touchdown and a field goal, should they get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, like there's still plenty of time left in the game, so they don't have to. They don't need to be going for it. I mean, they've already been stopped once on 4th down in the red zone, so you got to really think that that's going to weigh on your mind a little bit and affect your decision making. So I think it's a good call by the coach to just take the field goal and get the points on the board there.
Yeah, they were stopped on 1 4th down. They converted another, so they've already spent 2 4th downs. Now here, midway through the third, ahead by 11, and off and running is the quarterback, Justin Brown. He's stopped after a gain of 5 instead of 2nd and 5. That gives him 100 yards rushing. Second player in this game to get to that mark after Green for Minnesota. Now 2nd and 5. Back to pass is Brown, looking, surveys the field, and throws to his left. Bradley picks up a block and gets a few extra yards. Lucas Riley with an 18-yard gain across the midfield stripe. They're going to stay with the no huddle, and that's going to give them the first down in Minnesota territory. Single back with the tight end to the backfield. As they make some machinations, Parrish goes in motion, and they give up the gut, and he is tackled well. J.J. Hackett, first time today, really, he's been tackled that well by the Minnesota defense. He's going to set up 2nd and 8. A possible opportunity here for Minnesota to stand. The chances and the percentages increase with every play. Right now, 2nd and 8, looking is Brown. He's going to have to take off running, and he stumbled. That keeps him from getting too much more yardage. He might have been able to convert, if not to stumble. Now we have 3rd and 3. Very big play coming here.
Yeah, big play for Minnesota's defense right here.
And they do a great job of swallowing up. They're going to force the punt. The field goal pays off. They get enough of a momentum boost to help them, to assist them to get the punt on the next drive.
Nelson, he's got a chance.
That's just what they needed.
This is exactly why you take those points there, because you have to put faith in your defense. You just have to sometimes in these games, and it paid off for Coach BlitzedKrieg right there.
Absolutely. Taking the bite out of the momentum, increase their odds of making those tackles, and now they have 1st and 10 with an opportunity to pull even closer. Still here in the third quarter. Unable to get the pitch off is Nick James.
Yeah, Ohio State's defense all over that play. Minnesota's run it quite a few times now, and I think the defense was ready and prepared for it that time.
So it's 2nd and 13.
No, there was a defender who had an injury, needed a rest, and coach elected to keep him in That may have been an accident, but the good news is he was a defender. So if this drive is more than 6 or 7 plays, and he'll get this rep, and that will be inconsequential because the last one hit that button real quickly. Caught by Green under tight coverage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. This is not a huge play, but it's a big play. With 2 minutes left, and Minnesota breaks the huddle very quickly. 26 seconds on the play clock when they came out. And hiking it with still 20-something left on the clock. And they get the pass to Munoz. He's got good yardage after the play, all the way down to the 30-yard line. Excellent play. We'll see if Minnesota takes a breather here. There's going to be several players tired after running all the way down the field. It looks like the receiver and the right guard a little bit worn out after running that far down the field, but the result, very nice for Minnesota.
Yeah, big play there to find Munoz. He was wide open, and he takes it down the sideline for a huge gain. Definitely big for them, and I agree with you, Coach. They're definitely going to want to slow it down here a little bit, give those guys some rest, so that way they can capitalize with a touchdown here.
They break the huddle at the 29-yard line. They've got 1st and 10. The starting quarterback is back on the field. Let's see what happens. It's an outlet pass to Green and Black off the left side. Halfback makes the catch. He's half the distance towards the 1st down marker. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 25. 1 minute to go in the 3rd. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Minnesota driving, trying to pull the score even closer.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line.
They break the huddle. They have a spread set. Ohio State responds with 4 down linemen. And they go up the gut to Green. He's got good blocking. Picks up positive yardage and then some. Clay Green, 20 carries for 116. Great yards per carry, and he is down inside the 10 to the 9. It's going to be 1st and goal, Golden Gophers.
Yeah, Green is just running all over this team, and you got to give credit to the offensive line, man. They're giving him just gaping holes, and they've been doing it pretty much the whole game so far. So I mean, big shout out to the big hogs there, giving their running back some room.
1st and goal, and they need a touchdown.
Yeah, and the play calling by the coaching staff, mixing it up and keeping them guessing there on the specific plays. Now it is a shotgun split big, and it's a quarterback keeper by James. He stumbled, and therefore it is taken down for a loss of 4, due in large part to the stumble. He wasn't able to get around the outside of his blocker, kind of bumped off of his hip. And the result is that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 13-yard line when we return.
That's 3 down and 1 to go.
This has been a great game so far. I definitely think Coach BlitzedKrieg has made a lot of adjustments from the previous week, and he's got his team well prepared this week against a very
Indeed,
tough
they're
opponent.
playing their butts off. We've got a shotgun split big. We've got 4 down linemen back to pass to James, and he is sacked on the play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. It's a long 3rd and goal. They are still well within field goal range. They can still pull it back to within a score. But they cannot turn the ball over here, trying to make up the entire 20-yard distance on one play.
And concerned about the pressure that these defenses putting on it.
High normal formation, 3-3-5 defense, play action pass. James rolling out, looking. Not much there. Takes off, scrambling. Gets half the distance. Makes a juke. He makes a juke, and that brings the ball away from his hip. When he makes the juke, the ball goes away from his hip, and as a result, he's hit and he fumbled before he hit the ground. It's definitely a fumble, and it's the 2nd fumble today for Minnesota. An ill-advised quick cut exposed the football and takes 3 points off the board for Minnesota.
Yeah, you gotta go out of bounds or slide there. There's no point in trying to get more. There really isn't.
Quarterback keeper and breaking tackles, several of them in fact, hitching the edge, and another half-broken tackle before Chester Brown is finally brought down after a 19-yard gain. The team is heated up after the turnover, and he is heated up having run well all day. A combination of events there that leads to several broken tackles. Now 3-3-5 defense for Minnesota. desperate to stop Ohio State. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Minnesota. Boy, did they need that. It was absolutely crucial for Minnesota.
Yeah, what a
pick.
play. That is amazing catch by the corner there. Definitely came up big for his team.
First down.
4-3 defense for Ohio State. Maryland I formation, and Green is tackled. He has blockers in front of him in the B gap, but elects to go outside, trying to get to the edge, and runs away from his blockers and into the defender.
That's the first time I've seen him do that.
Yep, indeed. No, he's been running well all day. 4-down lineman, 4-3 over, and back to pass is White. Quick pressure on the D tackle, but White gets rid of the play. Forward, now going to be 3rd and 6. We've got 6.5 minutes to go. Minnesota still fighting, scratching, and clawing.
Yeah, they don't have to go super fast here, but we are in the 4th quarter, so might have to pick up pace just a little bit more.
3rd and 6 now, they need a play. It's the shotgun split big. Back to pass, looking for the back, and Pearson makes the catch just past the marker. Picks up an extra yard and a first down, a key first down for the Golden Gophers. They have 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They're going to stay, we're going to do no huddle and stay with shotgun split big. See what results from that. They audible, they spread the play out, and it looks like they're going to throw a pass in here. And they catch Green in the middle of the defense, with some space around him. He makes the catch for 4 yards. Now going to be 2nd down, 6 to go. Some tired players there from Minnesota on the left side of the line, the left tackle and left guard, both in the orange territory, as they break the huddle. Spread formation for Minnesota. And it looks like the starting quarterback is out for a week now. He will miss the rest of this game. And it's well off target, and the backup, once again, extremely off target. Another key injury for Minnesota that resulted in a huge play. That was a tough break. The freshman backup quarterback, White, once again off target, well off target, well behind, almost directly to the defender. And a very frustrating series of events after what looked like a ray of hope following an interception. Now, with 5 players on the line of scrimmage, the offensive line, the meat eaters, setting up blocks, and out on the edge as Davis able to make the tackle on Chester Brown single-handedly, preventing a huge play. Only gives up 8. If Minnesota can hold them to 3, they're still alive. Audibles on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And it's a first down for J.J. Hackett, a 6-yard gain off to the left side, with just inside the 5-minute mark. Still some time. Minnesota still has 2 timeouts. 3-3-5. And a play-action pass, and good coverage by the defense. Holds them to 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7.
I'm so surprised that Ohio State is sticking with an up-tempo offense right now with the 11-point lead here deep in the 4th quarter.
That's what they know. That's what they're sticking with. And right now, it is working so far. 3-down lineman for Minnesota. Back to pass. And almost intercepted, but the tackle is broken. The first time is the result. J.J. Hackett able to get past really good coverage, break the tackle, move up the sideline, get the first down. There's still hope for Minnesota to hold them to 3, but they need to start locking it down right now.
Yeah, the best case scenario is a hold of 3.
Tight end goes in motion left to right. Brown looking, and taking off. Dixon dives early, and Brown gets the first down and a lot more before a gang of tacklers takes him down inside the 5, but not before he picks up 22 yards. Now going to be 1st and goal from the 3, and Minnesota now can sell out on defense. They get the defensive play call in late, and two broken tackles. The third one gets only a yard gain. They still hold out hope from the 2-yard line.
And this
They
play
need
is
2
number
big
8 for the
plays right
drive.
here, right now. Goal line defense for the Gophers.
They're crowding the line.
Spread set, single back for Ohio State. Back to passes, Brown looking and
Hang on.
drop.
Incomplete.
Great contact by the defender immediately after the catch. Jars the ball loose. Minnesota lives to fight another play. It's
This
third
is
and
where the
goal.
defense
Huge
makes
play
a
coming
name for
here.
themselves.
Minnesota
It's
has a
third
chance
down
to
and
come back.
goal from the 1.
Goal line defense. Pistol set for Ohio State. Quarterback keeper, and he's into the end zone. Had a defender on his tail, but Minnesota late to switch to him and make the tackle in the backfield, and the result is a touchdown that puts Ohio State up by 18 with 3:44 left, awaiting the extra point. It is up and good. It is 18 points. And with just under 4 minutes left, Minnesota will take the ball over. Obviously, the turnover on downs from the 1-yard line right before the half, the fumble on 3rd and 20 when the quarterback made a quick cut that exposed the football. And those 2 plays are a loss of at least 6, if not 10 points. 10 points would allow Minnesota to score and get the 2 to tie. So if everything had gone right for Minnesota, still need a touchdown for 2-point conversion. A lot has gone wrong with Minnesota, and that is the margin of the game. But it's not as if they were guaranteed to win had they not made those mistakes.
No, they were going to have to still fight. I mean, we knew that when they're coming in here with their 0-3 record and having to play the 4th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, that they were going to have to play their absolute best game to have any chance to win this one.
Still fantastic improvement from last week's result when Minnesota was run roughshod over by Coach's former team, the top 5 Central Michigan Chippewa. And an ill-timed freeze there. The backup quarterback just doesn't have the awareness to run the play. He doesn't have the awareness to get the ball on target. And Minnesota at a real deficit at the back right now, with an uphill battle, with momentum against them.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to try to keep battling here. The freshman quarterback, just not really developed as much yet as you would like him to be.
Spread set, multiple receivers, and caught in heavy traffic by Weiss. Chris Weiss able to convert the first down. And this is the game action right now. If you want to get your backup quarterback some experience, what better way than facing a deficit in the horseshoe?
Just under 3 to go in regulation.
Under 3 minutes, it's 11 personnel, and up the gut they go to their best player on the day, Green. Clay Green picking up 6. And they're going to go no huddle here with 2.5 minutes to go. Back to passes, White looking and caught by Green, a 4-yard catch. It's going to get the first down. A very tired offensive line right now for the Gophers.
Yeah, that could be something that definitely hurts this team all season long. It's just the players not being very durable and having not as good a stamina. That could be something that really bites this team a lot in games, going deep in them.
They give up the gut to Green. He busted up to the left side, picked up some blocks and the first down. 15-yard gain. Clay Green, 23 carries, 134 yards. So that's today.
Green's been a shining thing of this Minnesota offense. Definitely, something they could take positively from this game. However, it finishes is the performance by Green.
Pearson now coming in for no gain. And Minnesota calls a timeout to get some rest for that offensive line. They've been missing some blocks here only recently. On the day, they've performed well when they're healthy and when they're rested. 2 tight end, high tight set, West under center, makes the play action, rolls out to the play, looks, and throws the ball
Spectacular
away.
overall
Didn't
by
like
the
it to the
offense.
move.
The quarterback's doing
He
everything he
got
can to be
only
able
for
to
the
make the
tight
play
end
work
and
and try
missed
to
the
execute. The
crossover
problem is
and the
the
back out of the
offensive line
backfield.
did not do a good job protecting him. They're very
Smart move
Third
by the
and 10
quarterback.
now.
intercepted.
A learning experience for White here on the field in Columbus.
Yeah, this is good for him to just be out here in this kind of environment against this kind of team. I think this is really good, like you said, learning experience for the young kid.
Defense goes with the extra defensive.
5 wide receivers here on 3rd and long. Same play as the last 3rd and long. Let's see if Ohio State's looking for it. They go underneath the Mills. They take the smart route. It's going to be short of the first down, and it's going to result in a punt for Minnesota, more than likely.
Make the catch, but make sure you tackle him before he gets to the first down marker.
Indeed, special teams unit out on the field in the huddle. And one suspects that Ohio State is probably finished with the no huddle at this point. They must be, surely.
I would like to think so, but you never know. I mean, like you said, that's the offense they know, so they could possibly.
It's a low one there.
It's a shanked punt. I don't know how far that one went, but it was less than 10 yards. Ball out of bounds at the 33. That was a 7-yard punt by Minnesota. And now we'll see if Ohio State's jerk of a coach wants to continue with the no huddle. They go to conservative play clock mode. It's going to be an all-out run play. Off to the left goes Hackett, picks up a block, picks up 2 blocks, and he's out of bounds. I don't think he meant to, but he had no choice given where the blocker was. Out of bounds to stop the clock with exactly 1 minute left. Ohio State facing 4th and 10. They bring the play clock all the way down again. Single back set. Hackett back there in the backfield with Brown. Hackett gets the handoff and tackled after the first down play. And Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota calls their last timeout with 56 seconds to play in the ball game. And Ohio State has first down, and that's going to result. That's actually a very savvy call. A very savvy call by Minnesota, because now Ohio State will take knees, and there is no risk of any other points coming up on the board. Very smart play call by the coach to spend his final time out, but Ohio State will then take the knee.
Yeah, this allows them to
one
just
more knee
take
to take. Absolutely, absolutely. One more knee to take, and that's going to do it. It's going to be 28-10 now. Obviously, a disappointing series of events on a couple of plays. But again, even with everything going right, Minnesota may still not have won the game. Now, they did not get blown out. They did a much better performance than last week. And it looks like Minnesota may be right there at the corner. I don't know if you would say they've turned the corner yet because they did lose. But they lost to number 14 in history, and not by a whole lot. And they kept Ohio State down to 28 points. Despite a couple of turnovers, despite the momentum being against them. And really, I think overall did a fairly good job. A couple of big plays stick out that went against them. But I think overall, Minnesota has to be pleased with this performance, as much as those turnovers hurt, as much as they were irritating. Really a much improved Gopher team this week.
Yeah, I think this is a lot. You say haven't turned the corner yet. I definitely think they have turned the blinker on, and they're about to hit that corner because I believe it was 70-14 game last week against Central Michigan to now a 28-10 game against Ohio State. So I mean, you never like losing. Losing never sits well with you. But I definitely think there was a tremendous amount of improvement from this Minnesota team, and they played a really good team and played them really tough. And like I said, even with the turnovers, if they don't happen, might not still guarantee a win. But, I mean, it's still a hell of a performance by the Gophers.
Yeah, that performance last week was at home, this one on the road, so that counts for even more. And, definitely that's a good call saying they have the blinker turned on. I think they do indeed. Not sure who they play next week, but it expects to be an exciting one. I imagine it'll be another Big Ten game. They've come into Big Ten play, and I would think that they are probably looking at maybe playing a Purdue or somebody of that nature. We go through the scores and schedules here. Coach must have heard us with the request. And we now go to week 5 for Minnesota will be Rutgers. Now, that will be a home game. That'll be back in Minneapolis. Rutgers is 1-1. Rutgers is kind of an up and down, unpredictable team. I know that they have usually a very good quarterback and a good halfback, but not a whole lot of other positions. And a good quarterback and a good halfback can carry you a long way. But if Minnesota plays the way they play today on the road in Columbus, they play that way at home. They play smart and avoid a couple of the 1 or 2 misfortunes that were a little bit out of their control, and stay close to the vest and stay smart. I think that might be their first win, and that might take them to 1-1 in Big Ten.
Yeah, I think
certainly a possibility.
I definitely think you're right there, Coach. That's definitely a winnable game for this Minnesota team, especially the way they played today. Don't want to knock at the Rutgers that much, but they're definitely not the kind of team that Ohio State is. So I definitely think that this is 100% a winnable game for the Golden Gophers, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm predicting that the Gophers are going to get their first win next week against the Rutgers.
Well, they're gonna miss their quarterback. Nick James is going to be out for that game. That'll be a big thing, given how White performed in the second half. He got some experience, but he had some miscues. He had that one really bad interception when they were inside Ohio State 30, and he did have 1 or 2 good passes as well. But it's going to be on the shoulders of Clay Green, the star halfback from Minnesota, and it's going to be up to the Minnesota coaching staff to keep the play calling balanced, not rely on Green so much that the defense gangs up on him, and yet still keep their best player on the field as much as possible. It'll be interesting to see how that game pans out. Obviously, they don't want to be overconfident, but that game will be next week. We thank you for joining us this week. Any final thoughts, Coach?
Yeah, I just think that I just kind of piggyback off what you said there a little bit. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens without their starting quarterback. Definitely a major loss if they don't have him in there. But Green is a guy that you definitely, I think, is reliable, and definitely believe that he's somebody that can help you get some wins. So I do think they should be all right with Green there, especially the way he performed today against Ohio State.
Yep, that'll be an exciting game next week. We thank you for joining us this week. We hope you have an excellent week. Kick its ass.
And again, thank you guys for tuning in to this presentation of League One. This ends our triple headers of the day. We'll have games coming up later this week. I know we have a game on Friday that will be on Twitch. Coach, it'll be on Six Gun Ninja's Twitch channel. If any of you guys follow that channel as well, you can catch Navy on Friday. And you go to our League One Facebook page or the League One website, and you can find all links to all of our user channels, where you can get, and you can see what time and dates that all user games are being played that we have televised. If you want to catch all the League One action, best way to do so is to either like and follow our League One Facebook page as you watch our game presented on today, or you can also go onto the League One Facebook page, find our link to our website, which is www.league1collegefootball.com, and you can find all of your League One needs there as well. So again, we have the final scores up on the screen of all the games played today in our triple header. Ole Miss wins 28-20 over their rival Vanderbilt. Duke with the amazing finish, a crazy last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, winning 42-39. And the game you just watched here live, Ohio State beats Minnesota 28-10. We hope to catch you guys in our next broadcast. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And like Coach Spector just said, hope you have a wonderful week. Kick its ass.